I mean, there's women in your house, your vicinity, and you didn't even pay them this time. Take a breath. What is one thing you guys really want guys to know about girls that maybe you're too scared to ask them? Or it's just like an uncomfortable topic?
Oh.
We'll do that later, man. Every podcast.
No.
These are my friends. Fucking lame, man. We hit the questions hard in the beginning.
No, I get that.
First thing that comes to your mind.
One thing that you want guys to know.
One thing that, as girls, you guys want men to know about women that maybe you've always been too scared to tell them, like whether it's like you have to be more disciplined as guys, or you have to be more this, or like, yeah. What do you think?
Sorry, yeah.
A little scoot.
Thank
over.
you. Yes. I would say definitely drive, and also like being the one to provide is necessary. It's really necessary.
Okay.
Yeah. I know, like, oh, I'm 18, so it's different, but I still look for, like, you need to have money. You need to be able to provide. I understand, like, oh, you live with your parents, but I understand we're young. But
I live with my parents, too.
no, like, it's respectable. But I need you to be the man. And even if it's stereotypical, the man, I need you to be, like, if I have needs, you will be able to provide, rather than, like, oh, you don't go out as much because, you're a bodybuilder, so it works for me because of this. But what if one day I said, no, I want to go out more? Like, would that affect you? Would it be a struggle?
We say that last part again?
For example, for me,
Yeah.
if I have one cheat meal a week and someone's like, oh, it's fine. Like, I can deal with that because it's once a week. What if I wanted to go out more? You can't cater to those needs.
Okay.
So it sounds materialistic, but it's just like, I want to be comfortable that I'm with you. That, okay, you can fully provide with me. I can provide for me. I can rely on you.
Why do you have the balls to say that? Because, like, you see all those girls go on the podcast, they say this, and they get flamed for saying it. Do you think all women think like this? Or, like, just a huge majority? Or maybe it's just you guys?
Potentially just us. I think it's just because that men and women, like, it's now becoming more like 50-50 is normal. No, it's not. Like, let's not normalize it.
Yo.
It should be you take
Sick.
care of me.
Yeah.
Let me be the princess.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I think
okay.
the broke men are trying to normalize it.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, bro.
This is true.
Yeah. So, wow, we're just hit the ground running with the controversial topics.
Let's
I've
go.
been hearing this a lot. So I used to, I don't know, I think inherently I kind of always thought about that, and then maybe through school or something you kind of lose that. You're like, oh, if you don't do things 50-50, if you don't believe that there's no inherent differences between men and women, you're a misogynist. And then that doesn't play out that well in the future when you take girls out. It doesn't play out very well.
No.
But yeah, recently I've been hearing that so much from girls. I don't know what the universe is telling me. Like, dang him. Is there like a standard that guys have to hit? Is there like a number of... I mean, we live in Vancouver. It's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is there like a number, or like what's the standard to that feeling? Because I understand the feeling is just to feel safe, feel comfortable. But what's if you could put some numbers on
Do you have a standard?
it?
There's no like number to it, but it just obviously has to be there. And also for me, it's like I don't want the guy to get too comfortable and like stop putting effort in throughout time. Like in the beginning, it's like, oh, they're bringing you flowers, taking you on dinners, and then like later into the relationship, if that is just turns into lack of effort and you get too comfortable, then that's a big thing. for me.
Yes. 100%. 100%.
Do you think
Yes.
how many you've had no relationships?
No.
This is yours.
Yeah, I've had
only.
one relationship.
One relationship. How long have you
3
been with
years.
Mark? Can I say his name?
Yeah, Mark.
Okay. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
3
Hi, Mark.
years. Have there been times where like efforts dipped down a lot and like you've had to, I don't know if you want to talk about this stuff or...
No, it's cool. Yeah, like sometimes, but it just happens.
Yeah.
You know, you get busy. Like I'm in school. He was in school. He's working.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens, but it's something that you just have to like keep conscious about and be like, we're still in a relationship. Like, let's do things for our relationship. You know?
Cool.
I understand. That is actually one thing I'm scared of. Good that you bring it up. That like, the effort will just dip. eventually. It's like, at first it's like the butterflies. Oh my god, I see you every day. Oh my god, I want to see you more, da-da-da. And then it's like, almost like you bagged that person. And it's like, okay, I'm done. I don't need it.
What do you think that fear comes from? Have you seen that before?
100%.
Interesting.
With my friends.
Yes. Yeah.
Whoa.
And then it's like, oh shit. And then it's like, oh, another breakup. Oh, another breakup. And I feel like, me, too emotionally sensitive to be able to be like, oh, another breakup. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like, I need that connection solid.
Yeah, you need to believe that person will stick it out.
Yeah.
Okay. See, because I've been hearing this so much, like, you want the guy to not only have drive and provision, but consistent drive and provision.
Yes.
And a lot of fear of the women that I've been talking to recently. Not like that. I'm just having normal conversations with.
Yeah.
It's like, they've been through relationships where the guy loses it 6 months in or something like that. But for me, I've always grown up with the opposite fear. I've grown up with the fear that if I stay consistent, the person I'm with is gonna lose appreciation for it or something. I never really had that happen too much, but I've noticed, like, in past relationships, I'm a romantic as fuck. I love dates. I make it like a point every week, no matter how fucked my life is, unless it's traveling or something. We have to go on dates and stuff. But I'll get like insecure. Maybe it's like, for a long time, I'm putting in that effort and they drop the effort. So it's an interesting.
It's role reverse.
Yeah. Because it's kind of like the same.
Yeah.
But I'm scared on the other side.
Oh, that's
Cool.
interesting that you say that. That you putting in more effort is scary.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Because I want to.
Yeah.
I want to. And a big fear of mine is like they will think it's love bombing or something. But I'm just like, I don't know how to prove that. Like, I'm just like that.
Yes. Oh my
Like,
god.
I just like it, man.
I understand. Well, I think it's because it's hard to find people who are. Thank you. It's hard to find people who are genuinely not love bombing. You know, like.
Okay.
I understand what you mean. I'm sure there's so many guys on that side, but like then from opposite side, I'm like, shit, it's love bombing. It's not actually real. It's just like, oh, you're so perfect off the start, and then it's like, now that you're here, I'm used to you.
Is there like a story you've seen, or you've seen this in person?
I think just friends. Like it's like, oh, at first, like, you know, there's attraction. It's, oh my god, you're so cool, da-da-da. And then it dips, and the guy's lack of effort, da-da-da. And then it's like, the girl has to explain to the guy, like, oh, you're not putting in enough effort, so then he has to step it up. Whereas, like, in my thing, it's like, shouldn't you want to keep putting in the effort? And I understand what you mean. Like, why wouldn't she, you're putting in so much effort, why wouldn't she respect it? Like, your fear is that she might, you know, lose the
appreciation for it.
Yeah. I understand that point too, but like mine is like, I think at first it's just, you're just like, I want to impress you so much, but it's, you're putting on a front, and then later you'll be like, okay, well, no.
Well, do you have a good, like, a huge topic I've been like kind of thinking about all the time is just like your intention behind things, and I think people would sniff out other people's intentions. Do you think you have that built yet, guys? Like, where you can sniff out people's intentions with you, or no?
For sure.
Nope.
No.
No.
So that's where some of the fear comes from.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't be able to trust myself. Really, like, honestly, I'd be so like, okay, yes, I'm 100% into this. I know the person's intention, they're genuine, and then they fucked me up, and then I'm left a sensitive little crybaby in my demon arc.
Oh,
literally.
awesome!
Awesome. No, but literally.
Honestly, for me, I feel like I have.
If you keep it there, I think it'll hit both of you.
Okay.
Sharik,
Yeah.
Mike,
Keep it here.
just keep it in one. How would it hit both of them?
Just keep it.
That's
Okay.
in there. If you're talking more.
Swip.
Yeah. You can just flip it too.
I don't want to break it.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
No. That's what they're
this?
built for.
Keep going.
There's
We're good.
Okay.
I feel like for me, it's like I have had past situations and past friendships where I've been fucked over, I've been treated like shit, that I'm over it now, obviously. That's like back in the day. But I feel like I have just learned from that and like learned to understand people's intentions and like their energy, good energy, bad energy, what they bring to the table, what they offer to our friendship and stuff. And I feel like that has helped me figure out how to surround myself with good people and like figure out what type of people they are before I like, you know? Yeah.
Yo.
Like when I met you, instant good vibes. I was like,
Instant good vibes.
Yeah.
Yo, Raya's kind of badass, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were 18.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, she gives off fucking boss bitch vibes.
Really?
No, 100. I was talking about this. Like, I'm bad at giving compliments, but I'll try. Genuinely, you have a very impressive like drive for, I don't know, like, because you always go up to people in the gym, you're like, yo, shoot a video with me.
Yeah.
No, it takes so much balls. Dude, when I was 18, I was so scared. You don't even understand. I couldn't approach other dudes in the gym for collabs or anything. I was
Really?
fucking terrified.
Why was that a fear? Just of them saying no?
Yeah, fear of rejection, fear of like them think like I'm so in my head, thinking what
will
are they
they think of you? Yeah.
Why do you have that mentality? We'll go back to the dude shit.
Yeah.
But why do you? I'm just impressed right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, why do you go?
I honestly, because I feel like it took a lot of confidence, but now I feel like I have a good support system where it's like if somebody says no to filming with me, or if someone doesn't like me, thinks of something in their head, like what am I gonna do? How is it gonna affect me? Yeah. The real people who really love you and like are your friends and your family, that only their opinions matter. Like only they're going to know the real you, and that's all that matters, right? So I'm like, as corny as it sounds, that's all that matters. But like seriously, like, how is their opinion of them not liking you going to really help you?
Okay,
it's not.
Oh, logically makes sense. Did you used to think like this before? Was it this always kind of your mentality?
No, but that's because I was super insecure in myself.
So how did you build up that self-security?
Keeping your promises to yourself. Keeping your promises and like actually sticking through it. It's like, and the gym. The gym is like the main source of validation. I mean, I think that's why we all love it so much. It's like, you've kept that promise and you keep going. You train till failure, you know. It's like every day. Even like when you miss a set of training till failure, how shitty does it feel? When you don't go completely.
Not really good.
It feels like shit. So keeping your promise, knowing that, hey, every day I train like a dog, like, it's like, okay, I have that confidence in myself. I've proven it to myself. It doesn't really
I wish
matter.
I had that at 18. Do you struggle with anything, dude? The fuck?
Yeah.
What do you struggle with, man?
I struggle being open to people.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I'm scared of opening up to people.
Okay.
Because I'm like, they have this, and actually that's a good point. They have this like perception of me as like, oh, she's so put together, whatever.
Oh.
When I open up, it's like, oh shit, you're actually really fucked. Like, you're weird. You're
that's awesome.
Whatever.
You think that's awesome?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this was something I was been thinking about. Sorry to cut you off.
Okay.
But I think like something I've been trying to learn. But correct me if you think I'm wrong. But I think a really important thing, and then it could go vice versa for the girl to the guy too. But I'm a man, so I only think about what the man does. I think an important thing for a guy to do for his partner is to be okay with where they're at all the time. Like if they're sad, like I feel like women don't want always like a logical solution. You know what?
Yeah.
Like like if you go to your partner and you're like, oh, I'm sad about stuff, do you always want him to like correct it like logically, or what do you want?
It depends. I feel like it depends on the situation for sure, but I get what you're saying about that. Like, it doesn't always have to be logically corrected. Like, sometimes I just need space to myself, or sometimes little things help.
So I think a lot of dudes always want to give some logical solution.
Yeah.
You know, like
they just want to solve.
Yeah, sometimes we just want to be comforted rather than it solved.
Yes.
Or I think and this is a huge mistake I used to make, not only with women but with my friends. They would be like, I'm sad about this, or I'm depressed, or I feel this. And it was just solution. But I think human nature, when you're sad, for me, I just want someone to like be okay that I'm sad.
Yes.
I don't know if you
just list it.
Yeah, like I don't want you to resent that I'm sad and try to fix it. I want you to be, because I think if you're sad, if I'm sad as fuck, and I'm telling you guys, you're like, okay, you're gonna fix it like this, like this, like this, then me in my brain I'll go like, oh wow, you won't accept me when I'm sad. It needs to be fixed. Okay, well I'm not gonna show you again.
Yeah.
So do you think you've had that a bit? Is that why you're kind of scared to open up like full vulnerability to people?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like people have made it a burden on themselves when I'm sad. You know, it's like, oh, you're sad, your situation, we have to be there for you. Like, oh no, it's like, I want you to be there for me. I don't want you to feel like, oh shit, like I didn't. And they've made it obvious. It's been friends. They've made it obvious that like, oh my god, like she's like this. And then it's like, okay, well I don't want to tell you anymore. So like, let me just keep it to myself. So
they don't make you feel safe.
No.
When you're
down. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So it's like a lack of, can I trust people? You know, so that's why I don't want to open up.
It makes total sense. Cool beans. What was I gonna go back to? There was something you said that just made me like fucking like go like, yo, this is a sick topic.
Her drive.
Power brain. Oh, drive's the word. We're connecting the dots. Bring to the table. I used to watch a ridiculous amount of dating videos and stuff, and like it was just like it was such a huge topic. I love it. And one of the biggest topics is like, what do people bring to the table? And it's a very taboo topic. You don't want to talk about it. Sometimes I'll see on these fucking shows and stuff back in the day, the guy will ask the girl, "What do you bring to the table?" And it's like the most offensive thing in the world.
Yeah.
So let's narrow it down a bit. You guys want the guy to bring what things? Drive, provision, keep going. What are like the standards?
I want them to add to my life, you know, like your partner, they have to add to your life, not take away from your life, you know, and like from who you are. Take away. And, like you want them to like support to whatever you're doing and not take away from that.
Encouragement.
Yeah.
In your goals, like being on the same page. It might not be the same. You might be in two different fields. Like, well, one is doing bodybuilding, one is doing sports or something. But still encouraging the person, making sure that you're like taking that time and effort to learn about what they're doing and what is different in their life than yours.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I would just want to know, like, when you think about, like, not your perfect, I don't believe in perfect, but, like, a very ideal relationship for you. Nope. Hello.
Hello.
What are the things you want the man to come bring to the table? And I'll ask you after, what do you guys think women should be bringing to the table that the man cannot? So, because what you're saying is like I feel like both parties have to bring a lot of that.
Yeah.
You know, but like I think the provision is a huge one financially, maybe emotionally.
Maybe like security. Like I like when I feel really secure with my man and like going somewhere with them and they're just like, oh, I'm gonna take you here, and then you get to like shut your brain off and then
I
love that shit.
Okay, tell me more about that. That's a cool one.
This is so true. Yeah.
Like you wake up in the morning and it's like get in the car, like we're going downtown.
It's kind of like
cool,
I love that.
Not to cut you off. It's kind of like, no, we are going. Not like, do you want to go? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Let's go. We're going. I'm taking you up at this time. Plan it. Be a man.
Yeah.
Assert dominance. Like
yes. Or what do you want to eat?
Yeah. No.
Tell me what I want to eat.
God, the feminists are gonna hate this. The modern day feminists are gonna hate this podcast.
Oh, they're coming for us.
Cool.
Well, it's true. Seriously though, like tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like Maddie said, allow the girl to shut her brain off.
Okay.
Just like, I would say also like a sense of security, like you were saying, like with your friends. You know?
Yes.
Security.
Like treats you different with your friend. Like you're safe if he's there. It's fine.
Oh, like you don't want him hitting. Of course, you don't want him hitting your friends. Is that what you mean?
No, that or even like we're going out with my friends. I'm counting on him to make everyone
feel safe.
Everyone feels safe. It's an enjoyable experience. You know, he will do the most for that.
Okay. So, any others that are more fundamentally what the guy should be providing or bringing to the table? It's a big ass table.
Well, both sides. Romance.
Okay.
Girl has to be romantic too.
Yes, this is true.
Okay, now, what do you think the girl should be bringing to the table? A lot of guys are very confused in this. I'm not even joking. I think if I ask a room of X amount of dudes, what do you think is a high value woman, they wouldn't be able to narrow down many things. Because I think really media has fucked over the perception of women a lot.
Yeah, it has, especially our generation and our culture and everything. But I think, like, positive feminine energy is a big factor, if that makes sense.
What is that? Can you describe that for some guys who have never experienced that? Like being
in your feminine self, like caring for your man, like caring for him, and I don't know how to describe that.
And like, you know how we say like men should provide, so in the same way women should not like go back to their old ways, but like they should provide
chivalry in the kitchen.
Yeah, like you know, you should provide, like pack his meals, like support him like in that way, in a more soft feminine way, where it's not like, oh, the man is being the bread maker, but like I'll have my independence, but I'll still like meal prep for you. I'll do, you know, like that's what's coming to my mind.
But she's giggling at that shit.
No, I love it. No, it's funny because I like to provide. Like I like to cook and clean and stuff. And the men in my comments, and then your comments too, since we have muscles. They're like, I'll do the dishes, I'll do the cleaning.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Oh, I
So,
hate doing
shut
the
up.
dishes, bro. I hate doing the dishes, man. But I feel bad. Like, I'll cook, because I like cooking.
Mhm.
I love cooking. I'll cook, and then if they're like, can I do the dishes? I feel bad.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see
how you would feel bad in that.
But okay, so
But-
those types of traditional provision, feminine energy.
I would say a high value woman also has her own independence and isn't
Cool.
just
Yeah.
reliant on the man. It's like her own goals, her own ambitions, own source of money, and it's like it's good.
Yeah.
You know, like a high value woman would probably have her own business or is working to make her own thing, so that's where independence comes in.
Mm.
And then this man would just support it. It would enhance it. Like what Maddie's saying, like relationships would just enhance, not take away.
Yeah, I love that. I'm all for like providing for myself too.
Mhm.
Like I don't I don't know. I feel like there's a big thing with that nowadays. Like where have you seen those videos where people go up to women in the streets and they're like, "How much should your man be making?" And they're like, $5 million a year. And then they ask them, "Oh, what do you contribute then?" And then it like cuts off.
Yeah.
Like that's a whole crazy different topic. But like I don't know. Like I still have a job. Like
Yeah.
I still invest in stuff and.
Stuff.
Well,
No.
do you want me to get? I don't know. Like I have money in crypto and stuff like that. Like I like that. I'm passionate about that.
Mhm.
But
Would you be okay if you made $0 and they were just providing, or is that like kind of unsafe for you?
it's unsafe. Yeah.
Okay, because it might not work out. Or...
Yeah.
Mm.
And then you're left on your own, no money.
Yeah.
Like, you've essentially lost your value then.
Why not
This is
just? Because I know of some friends who are in that style relationship. It seems like it's going really well.
Yeah.
I
mean, like if my boyfriend gave me a credit card, an Amex card, I wouldn't be mad about it. I'd be like, okay, sure, but like.
Cool.
Yeah. I think I would always live in the fear of the uncertainty that if this doesn't work out, then what am I left with?
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Please hype it up more for guys who maybe never experienced that style of relationship. Like, what else can the woman provide? Because I'll be honest, like hearing that, if I heard this like as like a little incel, like, oh my god, you're just gonna give me energy and I have to pay for all the things. Fuck you. I want to know, like, I can kind of describe the feminine energy feeling is fucking sick, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's so
Yeah.
peaceful, man.
Yeah.
God damn, you finish your work, you're so stressed, and you come back, dude. I love it. But is there anything like? Is there any more to that? Or
Why
is
do
it?
you
Do you
think that?
find that? How do you explain to somebody who's never experienced it that trait is fair? Because I think the world now is moving toward money. Money is the driving force.
Yeah.
Numbers are a driving force. Oh, and then I'm gonna be honest. If you hear this as someone else who's never experienced it, you're like, fuck. You're like, I have to give this chick $100,000 a year, something like that. All this money investment. What the fuck are they giving me? They're giving me nurture. What does that mean?
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
Explain it to the
I
incels,
feel like a
please.
woman's job is to nurture, though. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes,
cancelled,
that-
but like
It is
seriously.
true. Look at it back in the day.
Back
Yeah.
in my day, sorry.
Heck, am I? But like seriously, like it is to provide that. I mean, women are meant to like take care of the children and all that
Yeah.
because our touch is peaceful.
It
like
is
you're
our
saying,
nature.
The peaceful feeling, that is what we provide. I mean, not just that. You should contribute a little bit. Like have a job. Like let the girl have a job. Like you should contribute there as well. If you're working towards a family, like obviously, like
Yeah, it's expensive nowadays. God dang.
yeah, have your money, have your own, like, education, everything. Like, I feel like because I'm not experienced, I can't say as much as
You can say how
Maddie
you
could,
feel, and who knows how it goes.
But my main thing is nurturing. Like, I feel like a guy should just like the girl so much for who she is
Yes.
that it's mainly like you just being with you is an asset. You're making the man better. You're pushing
Yeah.
him because of who you are, and that's what like a driven woman, a high value woman, will do that.
Yeah.
She will. She'll add to the man's life and want to make him better, as opposed to just someone who's relying on the man. It's more of I see how in that case a man would be like, shit, like this is a little bit of a tough situation. Like I'm doing everything.
Okay. And if you're a guy who doesn't see that, how do you think guys come to term with seeing that? Like, because I think a lot of dudes, it's hard for them to wrap their head around that if they haven't grown up with a more traditional mindset.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. it's a tough one.
Well, maybe they're not at like the level they want to be yet. Like, let's say financially. Like, I don't know. I was watching this video yesterday. And it was saying like, oh, like guys are complaining about like how they are expected to pay for dinner instead of splitting the check 50-50. And
they were complaining about that?
Yeah, they're complaining
Okay,
like, oh,
fair.
I don't want to pay for the whole thing. Like, I want to split it. It's like, but then at the same time, people are saying like, oh, if you can't afford to pay for the dinner and you're asking to take the girl on a date, don't date. Don't take the girl on a date. Like, maybe you should like check yourself and be like, where am I in my life right now, and what can I do to grow and be better and make more money to be able to provide, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. What if the guy's... Because I'm assuming you would want the guy to do something he's really passionate about, or is money more of an importance in that?
Money's not everything. Like, I'm all for passion, too.
So,
also,
okay.
passion will drive ambition. So, like, realistically, if you're doing something you don't like, how long will it go on?
What if the guy doesn't give a fuck about making money, but he really cares about, I don't know, something that just doesn't make that much money? Is that still attractive?
That's amazing. Yeah, because not everyone cares about being rich, right? Like, I grew up in a small town where people are like living in vans and like all they do is ski and mountain bike and party, and they're fine with that. They're happy with that, like living in the trees. Like, they don't have a lot of money, but they're out in the nature and doing whatever they do, and that makes them happy, and they claim that they live a happy life. So I feel like not everyone cares about being at that super high level.
Yeah.
Like, some people are okay with working 9 to 5s. Like, not everyone wants to be like a multi-millionaire, super busy, because like obviously that's a hard thing to do, is to be very successful. It takes a lot, but
But then how can you get that traditional polarity if the guy isn't making that much money? Or what if he's just starting out? He's like fucking 19 years old. Like, can't expect these 19, 20, 20 whatever year olds making 6-7 figures a year. That's a lot of goddamn money, brother.
Yeah. Well, if you see the potential and you like them for who they are, then
potential.
stay for them.
Yeah.
Like, stay with them and watch and grow with them, you know?
Ooh, how do you guys seek out potential? How do you guys seek out potential?
By their drive, their discipline, their goals, their dreams.
Yeah. It's like you already have, someone could come from a rich, well-to-do family, but you're still working, you're still in school, you're still, following your goals and the drive. It's like, okay, well, that tells me that you already have all this, but you're not getting hand-me-downs. You're working for it yourself.
Okay, is there an amount of work? Because I think I used to be extremely insecure about how much I was working. Because I was like, oh my God. Like, when our business was making the pinnacle, we were actually working the least amount of hours. Which is weird. I mean, but maybe it was just more focused or it was smarter.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about that? Like, because some guys are working fucking 12 hours in the mills, blue collar, getting their hands dirty every day, right? But they're not even bringing home 6 figures. But then there's another dude who's working maybe 2 hours a day. It's so much fun, it doesn't even feel like work to him, and he's bringing up 7 figures.
Yeah, well, I love passive income. Are you kidding me? I would take that over working 12 hours. Like,
but would you look down on that guy because he's not really putting in, like, would you look down like, oh, you're only working 2 and making 7? Fuck you, work. Well, not fuck you, but like, go work 8 hours like that Mills guy over there and makes 8 figures.
No, because I don't believe in. For me, I don't want to work a 9 to 5. I want to work for myself, and I want to have passive income. And so I just think that it's like, what are you doing in your free time? Are you laying on the couch and eating chips for the rest of the day, or are you going outside and like enjoying yourself, enjoying life, like spending time with your friends and family,
having a side hustle,
going to the gym, not being fat and lazy?
That sounds
sorry.
Oh,
that was
wow! I didn't even think. So to you, so does that self-work stuff outside of work is that still part of drive?
Yes, like read a book,
boys.
Read a book, care about your health, like all that stuff.
That's very attractive.
I think it's very attractive when a man reads.
I love that shit. Goes to the gym, cares about hygiene, like all of that, like hygiene. Some people who are religious, like I'm very into that. Like you have your morals set. It's not just like, oh, your work is what defines you.
That's true. Your work doesn't fully define you.
It's your morals. Right.
Cool beans, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of dudes happy hearing that. They don't just have to work 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
I don't want to work 8 hours a day. Like, that's just, I don't know. But that's what society wants us to do nowadays, but it's not. I feel like our generation is very against 9 to 5s too, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
Like lots of us are stubborn, too stubborn to like go to school and get an education.
Yeah.
And there's ways around it. Like there's other ways how to make money. Obviously, like starting your
True.
business or content creation, whatever.
Content creation. Don't do it, guys. The shit sucks.
Do it.
Do you guys both make a ton of videos? What's the goals with that? Right first.
Videos?
Yeah, why is that your main work thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so right now I'm studying kinesiology, so I want to do physiotherapy. So with the gym, it's like tying into it because I also want to do PT.
Oh my god.
And
She wants to do it all.
I want to do it all. It's taking some time.
More for what? Why?
This woman
Why?
will do it.
Why? I honestly I love bodybuilding. Like I was telling you, like it's like the one space where I seek validation, and truly, it will affect me. I could do bad in exam. I couldn't care less. But I'm sorry, mom and dad. Like I'm sorry. But like going to the gym, that's my validation. So that I want to, and it's more aesthetics for me. Like I know some people find validation in strength. For me, it's aesthetics. So that's why bodybuilding calls my name. And then doing that, helping other people also do that. Not that I've had experience, but like when I train with my friends and I'm like trying to help them, oh, it lights me. Like I'm like, damn, like I can go here your forms like it's so like it makes me feel good. Like I really enjoy doing that. So with my content, I just want to share my journey of getting there, as opposed to like, hey, this is me. I'm an influencer. Look at what I'm doing. It's like, hey guys, like this is my journey of getting there. Like I'm not there yet. I'm starting. This is my real thoughts. Like here's how I'm getting there, and like come with me.
What is the end goal with it? Like,
With my
I
content.
don't want to say end goal. There's no end goal.
Honestly,
what do you? Yeah, what would be like? Fuck, that's awesome. What are you looking?
if I've developed a real and authentic community, like I like how you do your videos in the car where you're just like raw, like here's what happened today, let's talk about it, because then people who watch that and relate to that, like it's like Damien understands me, and you don't even know them. They're a single viewer, but like they feel like you understand them, and they build that connection to you. So I want to build that type of connection with others.
So for you,
other young girls going into fitness, into bodybuilding. Yeah.
Is it because like it reflects like your past self and you want to help that or some
100%.
something like that?
Yeah, because I think the way I started was so uneducated. I just started.
Same.
And I got into with the wrong coach, fucked up my hormones. Like it was like, so now I'm like, okay, that's what I'm doing. Like interviewing some people, being like, hey, like, what is your experience with bodybuilding? Like, what do you think? Because there's so many different perspectives. It's like, let's get them all and then a little bit help it shape your perspective, as opposed to like, I'm just going to bodybuild. You don't know what is all in bodybuilding. You know, like if I just went into being like, I'm going to bodybuild and not talk to anyone about it, I would have been like, okay, I don't know anything. I'm just going into it. Now that I've talked to some people, they're like, hey, like, you end up abusing artificial sweeteners. You can develop this and that and that. I'm like, okay, now I gotta be cautious of that. So just sharing those small ins and out with other girls, even guys.
Yourself, Madeline.
Hello. I love making videos. Honestly, like I was scared.
Yeah, you make that shit fast, bro.
Yeah,
Sorry, that's weird. We'll work out together. 30 minutes later, the video's posted. What the fuck?
I mean, I should put more time into it. I'm just like, I'm
it's
fucking
like,
busy. Like
I
don't like, I go to the gym and then I have to go to work. So like I have like this 1 to 2 hour window where I have to shower and eat and edit my video and then post it and then go to work. So that's why I post so fast. But I just like, I started it it's almost been a year now. I started making TikToks in May.
TikTok.
And I was so scared to post my first one because I was like, fuck, like, this is so cringe. Like, oh, the word cringe, that's just a concept, okay? Nothing is cringe unless you say it is.
Seriously.
And to a certain extent.
But shit, man.
Like, I was just like, fuck, like, I'm gonna be that annoying chick with a tripod in the gym. Like, that's what I'm becoming. But I was like, oh, whatever. Like, it's more than that. And, like, I just fell in love with, like, filming videos and, like, watching like myself from the start of my videos to now and like how much I've changed. And I was like looking at the first TikToks I posted last month, and I've definitely come a long way with like editing and stuff and like my morals and like what I'm putting out there. But I definitely want to make that like my main stream of income, and like I want to make a career out of it just because I love it so much.
Cool. Is there a number that you attach like that you've made it, or is it just enough to support yourself? Like money wise?
I don't know. I didn't really put like a full number to it, but Yeah, I don't know.
Like, is it? But do you have like the never stop mentality? If you can get more of the money,
Yeah.
you get more. Okay,
For sure. Yeah, like I want to work with brands and maybe have my own brand or something one day and just keep inspiring people and helping people.
So if you guys, when you guys are getting to the point where you're making 6-7 figures a year, do you expect your partner to be making way more than that?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
If
And
I
then you can say what you want.
if I was making more money than my partner, I'd just be like, get fucked, but do better at the same time. Like I'd encourage them to do better, but I wouldn't leave them.
Yeah, yeah.
But it'd be kind of funny, like.
But what if he's in a job? I don't know what he does. What does he do?
So he sells life insurance, and he's also like he works for himself for like a financial.
That sounds sick.
Like he's also a financial advisor.
Shit, good on you, Mark. God damn. I don't know
Go
anything
Mark.
about that.
And he's
good.
a blue collar boy.
And he does blue collar work.
Yeah.
What does he do?
Marine electrician.
Holy fuck, man. This guy's a man. God damn.
And he wants to do real estate too. So
Oh.
Wow.
He's a busy
Dude.
man, I will say. We're both
Holy
very busy right
shit.
now.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
That's
weird.
insane.
But that's also tough on the relationship, having to balance
Yeah.
find time.
It's hard. Like right
We'll get
now, we're
into
like,
that. That's
fuck, we
cool.
need to go on a date soon.
Aww.
We'll figure it out.
That's why I stay
yeah.
lazy. I'm just kidding. I don't say that.
Damien. What? Cancelled.
What? I'm not lazy. I just have enough time to go on vacations with the homies. Anyways.
That's important. I need vacation.
So, if they say you're making 7 figs, what if he doesn't? I don't know. What if he wants to stay in a job like he just loves a job so much, but in that job there's no opportunity to kind of climb that fast? Is that unattractive? What's that?
I don't really
Really?
want to. I don't know. Yeah, I think a man who just wants to be in an office chair
Okay,
in a
that's interesting.
corporate office
Ooh.
job 9 to 5 until he's 60, that is, I don't like that.
Wow. Okay.
For me, just because like I just think there's so much more to life than that, and there's so many more opportunities.
Yeah,
and
that's not your person.
Yeah, no, that's just not for me personally.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
for like other people.
Do you
I
think?
also don't want to live an average lifestyle where it's like
Yeah.
9 to 5. I think with us, we are driven women. So it's like
Driven women.
Driven women.
Driven women.
Yeah, but like I want to attract someone who's even more. So like I'm enhancing myself. You know. So it's like, why would you work 9 to 5? Why wouldn't you do something like that's generating more income?
Yeah.
And like you were saying, like you could spend 2 hours doing it, but you're making more money.
What are you What are you confident that you want to do more than them? Because I always want to be it makes me feel more of a man. It makes me feel more comfortable, more happy. If I'm pretty confident that if I'm dating somebody, I'm more driven in the money department and stuff. Like I to be honest, I don't want a girl who's like she wants to work 12 hours a day at an office job either.
Yeah.
That's just not my vibe.
Yeah.
So I have that confidence that I want to bring more than
Yeah.
of that. But what do you have the confidence that you want to bring more of? Like maybe you are better at emotional support. You're better at what?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I'd probably say emotional support.
Maybe more
honestly.
logic. Is that mean?
You want to bring more logic?
Is that mean? Like I don't
No.
know. Is that mean? You have more brains than men in certain things.
Yeah, in certain things.
Yeah.
things.
This is true. Yeah. I would say. What else would you say though? Because
That the girl-
I'm trying to that you would bring. Because I'm trying to.
That
Yeah,
I would
let us
bring.
pick
That
your
I
brain.
would bring.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can test me. Yeah. So I'm more than happy to bring the money.
Yeah.
I don't really care about money that much, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I like making it. I like it as a tool. I think it's an awesome number to be like, let's go, boys.
Yeah.
Pump it up. Business is going well. It's just like a benchmark of awesomeness.
Yeah.
And it's like, I want to,
Awesomeness.
a fucking awesomeness. I want to live the lifestyle where like, because I love my boys too.
Yeah.
Me, my friends, my boys, my partner. Like, I want us to all travel like as much as possible.
Right.
And I love that shit, man.
Yeah.
Sharik, on my honeymoon, me and you, we will have this room. What? I will be with my future wife on a honeymoon, and the boys will be a couple hotels down.
Hell yeah, I love that.
Actually, maybe not the honeymoon, but
That's
for
a big thing
vacations.
for me too. I want to be able to. I want to just spoil my family and my friends.
Yeah.
Like I don't care about like materialistic shit that much. Like, yeah, like I don't know. If you like think of traveling as materialistic, like I definitely want to travel
sorry, I
and
thought
be outside. But yeah,
I wanna travel
spoil
all the
my
time.
friends
I
and
love
family.
You love traveling?
Love it. Love it. It's just that right now, I think we did a lot of it last year.
Yeah.
That right now being like being focused here feels really good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
It does. I love it. But I think right after the bodybuilding show, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
We're just going,
Oh,
man.
Where are you gonna go?
Oh,
Europe?
dude,
Or, like,
Where
Well-
we gonna go?
Okay,
Can
boy.
we come?
We're
Come on.
fuck yeah, man. You guys pay for your own plane tickets. We ain't dating, so you got. That's not how that works, bro. Well, we're gonna go to Italy
Yeah.
this summer for our friend's engagement party.
Yeah.
And we're gonna try to convince Shrik to come too, because after we're gonna go meet our editor in.
Ah.
He's on the north side of Italy, so we're gonna go up there and meet him. But, well, I told you. Oh no, this channel knows about the Secret Project, the clothing brand coming out.
Yeah.
I have so much belief in that.
Yeah.
Like, even if the first drop, the second drop fucking tanks, and we go broke,
Just keep going.
I believe in that. Like, I haven't believed in something like this in so long, since the cookbook. No, I'm just kidding. And then, I believe that's gonna be our first, like, single business that makes $1 million. I believe it. I have a goal that I want in 1 year it makes $1 million. Okay, we'll talk about that more later. But I was thinking about what else can I be confident bringing into a relationship that I can provide more than I want to? Probably reassurance. I think when I was a kid and very immature and had lots of anxiety and lots of, I was just a bitch. It would end up like I would seek the reassurance from the girl way more. Like they would always mommy me almost, and that's kind of really unattractive. I want to get into that topic too. And then, but I kind of like a year ago or something, I was like, damn, brother, time to man up.
Yeah.
And it feels so nice as the guy to reassure all the time. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I really like
yeah.
it. Like,
As a girl,
like
I
it.
really like it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like it just feels, sorry feminists. It feels so right.
Yeah.
Like if the girl has I don't know, maybe some insecurities about this or she's uncertain about this, like I love that dynamic that I can be the one reassuring. But I want somebody who's like mentally, cognitively smart enough that, they also believe in themselves a little bit and you know what I mean?
Yeah. And if you need it in moments, like
For sure.
they'll provide that for you as well. But yeah, being the man, like you provide that, like I got you. Like you don't need to. I like that you said that you like to provide the reassurance because I'm
Love
someone who needs constant reassurance.
That's awesome.
Like it's and so it's usually being like never had a relationship. It's usually being like I always go to my dad for reassurance. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? And he's like, yeah, like I'm sure. And it means that I think it means like a lot coming from a partner, like from a male, than it would like your friend. Because as a girl, like if my friend was like, no, girl, like it's okay. It's like okay, maybe, but like from a male, it's kind of more like assertive. Like no, you're doing the right thing. It's like okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it feels great.
Yeah.
And also vice versa too. Hearing it from a girl to you, like, and it's genuine for a guy, oh my god. Makes us melt, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as you guys know, I'm seeing one of your friends right now. And she said to me in the car the other day, we were just talking about like the business stuff, and she said something that nobody's ever said to me unless I've like forced them to believe it. But she was like, you right now choosing to be more authentic and make videos that you want, even though the business is not at the highest point right now because you've made that sacrifice. She's like, I guarantee it's going to lead to the most amount of growth and wealth down the line. Because I was like, nobody's ever said that. Don't say that to me. I'm going to melt right now. You can't say that, man. Because I used to have people in my life that would like, and I totally understand, but that would like try to lean me toward things that I didn't like but I was good at, and like make money or make views in a way that just wasn't soulful.
Yeah.
That was nice, man. So anyways, that was just like that's just like a saying.
Good.
When girls say it
That's
to
true.
dudes, it feels great.
Yeah.
So keep saying it.
Yeah. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Well, you have to genuinely believe in the person.
100%.
And that's up to them
Yeah.
to be a person that's worth believing in. But I think if you express like those things to a guy, I think that's the best way that I can describe like what a girl provides.
Yeah.
Like that's so powerful. Like hearing that for
Yeah.
a dude is like boom.
Yeah.
That makes our like month, makes our week. It makes us feel so powerful. That it makes us like not want to be lazy. It makes us go like
Is it
go.
true that guys don't really get compliments? So when you guys do, you really appreciate it?
I think depends on the guys. I think now I will say this is the first full friend group I've ever had in my life. Don't look at me like that, Sharik. I'm gonna compliment him. He's so sexy. Where I can say like these guys that I'm with, my boys right now, Daniel, Sharik, Jarrell, Tanner, and even some of my other friends I don't see that much. One of my best friends, his name's Ahmed. These are the only guys. I was telling them, it was pretty gay, but I said in our group chat, just one day I was like, yo, I gotta hit these guys with a nice message of gratitude because they might all get hit by a truck tomorrow. So I need to
That's true.
yeah. But I was like, you guys are the first like full group of friends where like I would do things for you guys like out of zero self validation, like not wanting anything back at all. Like I genuinely like love these guys. Man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so, I would say some of us guys, compliment wise, like we'll give each other a fuck ton of compliments for sure. But I've also been in, you know, I guess the typical guy friend group where none of that shit. It's all like, but I think that's very childish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I agree.
What about girls? Do you feel like, because a lot of girls,
We
I feel like
shower each other in compliments.
yeah, but is a lot of it fake? Here's the thing.
Yes. Yeah.
Boom.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
Like if you, I don't know, like sometimes if you post something on Instagram, a girl will, like a random
you tell?
girl who like you know is fake, will comment on it and be
shit.
like,
Shut up.
OMG, gorge, and you're just
Yeah.
like,
And then
like
you
they're
won't
probably
even talk to them in person.
yeah, and they're probably talking shit about you, but it's like
Mm.
there's that, but like for us, it's genuine.
Yeah. For
But-
us. For the cookies, it's genuine. But
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's also why, like, I feel male reassurance is a little bit more trustworthy because I feel like guys probably, especially someone you're dating, hopefully wouldn't lie to you, and they'd be so authentic about it. Like, even if you're insecure about something, it's like, oh, it's not that bad. It's still there, but they're still telling you like it's not that bad. So I feel like I would have more trust in their word, not being like, oh, girls, I don't trust you, but like, you know what I'm saying. Girls do tend to sugarcoat it a little bit.
Yeah.
So I would like the male reassurance in a relationship.
Cool.
But then it also comes to, and this is something I'm scared of actually, is like, how do I know if you're being genuine or not? Like, what if you said this to other people? And it's not just reassurance.
Or like, what are
it's,
they trying to
compliments.
get from you? Are they just trying to get sex? Do you feel like that
Yes,
sometimes?
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't think you actually want to be with me. I think it's
You just want my body? Or?
yes, either my
Yeah.
body, or you just want my attention, or you want to be able to tell your friends, hey, I'm talking to this girl. It's like you don't actually, and you've said this to many other girls, so I'm like, I don't know if I should believe you
I
or
felt
not.
like that. I was in your seat, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Fuck yeah. Not like I've never. I think I'm perceptive enough to know that I'm not gonna end up dating or even going on a first date with anybody who just wants the money or anything.
Yeah.
But that was a huge insecurity for me. Huge. Like, are you just here? Like, what are you here for?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I hate that. It's scary when you don't know.
It's really scary. And then it's like when the person keeps wanting to spend time with you, you're like, well, I don't know if this is genuine or not. Like, what are you trying to get out of this, you know?
But do you think that could be on you because maybe you don't feel like you deserve it?
100%. I think, like, I portray myself to be very confident, but inside I'm, like, so insecure. I'm like, why do you like me? Like, what is it about me that you like? So that, again, that's why I would not need that constant
Damn, it's so
reassurance.
selfish. Self-awareness to say that.
Self-awareness?
Fuck, I was so stupid at 18.
No, but, like, actually, like, I don't usually say that, oh, I'm insecure, but, like, inside, I would keep asking someone, why do you like me? I literally will tell you this, that there is someone that I'm speaking to right now, but I literally went, hey, I literally was like, why
Hey, bro.
do you like, hey, bro.
Better treat her right. There's a lot of dudes that could beat the fuck out of you. You don't.
But I was like, why do you like me? Like, honestly, like, what is it about me? And he explained, he's, oh, your drive. That was, like, the main thing, was, like, your drive. And, you know, like, I respect that a lot, and it makes me want to push harder with he plays sports. Which makes sense, but I'm, like I'm saying, I'm like, why? What is it about me that's different? Like,
Interesting.
have you said this to other people, you know?
You know what? Can I just add something?
Yeah.
You totally can, Madeline.
Go ahead.
That's why I wanted to be friends with you too, because like for me moving to this city, so many people are closed off.
Yeah.
And I struggled to make friends. I went to this small college and literally like spent the least amount of time possible there because like I wasn't happy there because I'm also just not really a school person.
Yeah.
But also it was just so hard to make friends, and then like most of my friends that I have made here are either from work or like from the gym, and like you stuck out to me because like you had drive and a vision, like the same interest as me, and then that's why I thought you were a cool girl and I want to be friends with you.
Oh wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
But are you scared that maybe they only like, I don't say only, Are you scared that
Dude, I'm so scared.
That's good. That's awesome.
So scared.
Okay, is this a fear too? Because this is how I used to feel. Oh, they like me for my drive. They like me for, what I've accomplished. They like me for what I could accomplish, but maybe they don't like me.
Yes. Also, it's like the outsides kind of. But
Yeah,
like,
because those
not
are
for
kind of
me.
outside things
Yeah,
too.
not for the
'Cause
personality.
yes.
Like, what if I was lazy? What if I was?
Yeah, what if you had
Yeah.
a terrible time? What if
Exactly.
something fucked happened and you, for a whole month, it's almost impossible for you to get that drive.
And I ate like shit, and I, whatever, put on weight. Like, what would it still be like?
Okay.
That you like me, or was it
Okay.
just?
Yeah, well, I guess.
Let me think.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's like they have to appreciate you and love you at your lowest
Yes,
point.
Mhm.
exactly.
I have the same fear too.
Yeah?
Total same fear. But I'm kind of coming to terms with two things.
Yeah.
One, it's not that I'll never let me get to that point,
Hmm.
but I think I have to swallow the tough pill to know that, like, the self-security, that one, because I've been to those low points too many times.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to come out. And then it's also, like, if this person doesn't also, if I haven't built up enough of trust with somebody, that they also have the same belief in me that I have the belief in myself,
Yeah.
that I will come out with it.
Yeah.
Do I really want this?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yes.
And I'm sure, like, I feel like you got some good belief in yourself. I mean, you look like you've been knocked down a couple times, keep getting back up. What was I going to go with this? I don't know. Also, another thing, I think it's like you can just kind of tell over a little bit of time of, like, the consistency if they're, like, appreciating the things about you that maybe you don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, I'm feeling that right now, too. I'm like, damn, yo, this girl likes when I, like, speak my poetry shit. Shit, that's crazy, man. I thought that was gay and cringe. But is
now
there...
Like, she appreciates it.
Crazy, man. I love it.
Well,
Because it makes me appreciate myself more, too, I
right?
guess.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like the more you open up and the more they're like, oh, hey, that's actually really cool about you. Like, okay, this is, like, real.
Yeah. But I think it also took me having to go solo dolo and appreciate myself parts, too. Because I think if you don't, like, before meeting this person or, like, okay, before meeting this person, I had to, like, to this little solo dolo moment where I was like, I need to learn how to really like all these parts about myself.
Yeah.
Because I want to show them. I want to show... You guys know I'm a soft, sensitive, gentle. I'm a pussy sometimes. And sometimes, like, I was like, I really want to show this. There's something inside me that urges to show this side to the world because that's who I am. But I need to be comfortable in it. And I think like the true self-security, the true masculinity is being able to be secure with those things, even if it's not conventionally awesome. You have to like it in yourself.
Yeah.
So where was I going with this
It's
bullshit?
very powerful for a man to be like secure in himself, and you can tell when you're speaking to someone, like if they're secure or not. They make a joke and they're like, oh, based on whatever. No.
Yeah.
Like, be confident in that joke. You know?
Man. I had to sit by myself for a while and be like, I'm really proud that I do like to help people and talk about therapy stuff, and like I like this sensitive stuff. I like these shows.
Yeah.
It took me a while, and I tell you, it fucked me back because I used to be extremely secure and all that stuff, extremely. But I just had these like little moments that like fucking they hurt bad. Like I remember this one girl. I remember I was like, it was a whole situation, and then I was like singing in the car with her and like her friends or something, and she was like super reciprocative. Yeah. The next day, she like told all my friends, she was like, "Fuck, he's so cringe. Like he's such a whatever." And obviously, if I had more this on me, and didn't have enough self-security to be like, "Yo, that's just me."
Yeah.
That fucking broke me. And I remember for literal years after that, I wouldn't show like my artistic side.
Yes, I understand what you mean. Yeah.
Because it's one girl's opinion.
Yeah, dude, I so understand. I feel that. Yeah. And that just become from like past when like I would have found out that like because
a friend
would have said like, oh shit, she's really annoying. That is what stuck in my head. I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to be annoying again, so I'm actually just not gonna fully be myself.
Yeah.
But then I feel like there's so many barriers set up that it's hard to talk to people like romantically or like with friends. Like it's hard to build connections because I'm like, I'm not my full self right now. You are, but it's like bouncing off a wall. Like I can't.
But then you don't get to meet the people that would actually appreciate you for you if you don't present yourself. Boom!
Exactly.
You could chat less.
For real.
Has this person that you've been seeing, like, have they put in the effort to show that they like you beside the drive stuff, like really deep you?
All the time.
Oh, that's awesome.
All the time.
So what,
I like your personality. I like your personality. Like if I'll say like It's like a psychology thing that when you say something, when you use certain like words, that person will pick up and start saying it. And I've noticed this person keeps saying words I say. So I'm like, okay, you appreciate me. Other than that, like jokes that I make, something stupid that I say.
think you actually like it, you can tell?
I actually like it.
Cool.
And it's like, oh, haha, like we'll over exaggerate the laughs or whatever. Like, I know that's genuine. I know that you like the personality, but my scared self is like, I can't feel the butterflies in that moment. I can't feel the, oh my god, this is so cute, because I'm like, he's probably done this with other girls. Like, it's probably not real. I know, and Maddie keeps saying, don't live in fear. Like, you will attract fear.
You can't live in fear.
But I'm like, like, I don't want to be, and I was actually talking to my friend about this, like, she was like, it shouldn't be that he said this to other girls. Like, it should be so authentic that he just wants to say to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but in my head, I'm like, I hope it's authentic, but I don't know for real. So I might be like, ha ha ha, but I'm like, what are his intentions?
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Well, I don't know every guy. From my perspective,
Yeah.
if I was him, it's like it's like that Bruno Mars song. Or no, I don't know. There's just one song where it's like, it was a One Direction, where it's just like, I wish she saw what I saw kind of thing. So I don't know. But like, from my perspective, if I was him, is like, I'll just keep saying it until you believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah. Dude, I've started sending some pretty stupid fucked up memes, and he laughs at that. So maybe that's a maybe that's a sign, but I don't know.
I think
Fucked up memes.
it's not that maybe he hasn't done it with people, but I think most guys like wouldn't keep pursuing for this much
Yeah.
if they don't actually like you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless
Like
he's just like the biggest incel and he's like can't even speak to a female and you're the only one who gives him attention, which I don't think is the case. Then I really don't think he would be still talking to you this much if he didn't like you for you. Yeah.
Giving me hope right now.
It would take time, but that's
He
okay.
said that. I don't know if
You can say it. You can expose them. It's okay.
I'm exposing you. Sorry, brother. Well, he said that he would wait for you because you're not, like, you want to take things slow. You want to, like, you don't want to rush into a relationship. And he said that he would wait for you. So I think that's a really great thing.
Takes a lot, bro.
Yeah, that does take a lot.
He did. He's like, I want to respect your boundaries. Like,
Yeah.
Like, lots of other guys, if they just wanted, like, if they're just around to, like, hook up and stuff, they would already have probably ghosted you and have been on to the next woman.
100%.
Yeah.
They would have
Yes.
dipped, bro.
But is it like a thing, like when guys talk about this girl to other guys, like I'm talking to this girl, is it like, oh shit, you're the man, like, or is it?
Depends on the friend group. You just have to get to know them more. Like, when I was younger, when I was like 15, 16, that's what it's like.
Yeah.
Maybe even younger. Yeah, because then, you know, we're all mature. It's all like trophy and stuff.
Yeah.
Get older, friend group now, bro. Like, if one of the boys says he's talking to a girl, it's like, yo, we'll pick him apart. Like, what is she like? All that. Like, this is good for you? Is this good for you? Is this not good for you?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Because I was talking to my dad about it. He's like, sometimes guys just like to show it off. Like, look what I got. Like, I just bagged it. Like, oh, whatever. But is it like, do you actually want to be like, damn, like, look at how, you know, like, I really like this girl? Or is it like, oh, look at like what I got? Like,
I'll just be honest. It depends on the friend group. I've been in those toxic friend groups, and that's why I had to leave that shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I had this. Okay, man, I'll say it. I'm not gonna say the name, but I had this one floater friend, like a side friend who was a friend of a friend. And because I was so insecure as a kid, and so I didn't have boundaries, and like I was like a fucking super incel virgin. Not really, but I was just like terrified, right?
Yeah.
And then this guy, he had this one girlfriend, but he was like he could get girls.
Yeah.
He treated all women like objects to him. Actually objects. Like, he would constantly cheat on her. He would, like, talk about her in the most fucked up way. But I wasn't confident enough in myself as a guy to be like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Or even walk away from him as a friend.
Yeah.
So I will say there are some guys like that out there. Totally. Yeah. But at the same time, I think a ton of guys are terrified of the girls with the same status or morals as that guy.
Yeah.
Right? Like, younger me, and still to this day, there's a huge fear, like, is that girl just like this? Is she just childish? Does she just want to play games? You know? But I think, man, it takes time to do it. And my favorite, like, quote or not quote, my favorite mantra that I've been going by right now is like, the only way to live a truly fulfilling life that you're going to be proud of is to lean into that fear. Because if you're always if maybe you've been hurt in the past by something or like friends or whatever, and that's a fear, but you really want it. You want that true connection. If you are so scared that you don't even go into the fear, you never get to experience what could be past the fear and it's actually good.
Yeah.
And it's hard. I totally understand. I have to remind myself that every day.
It's really hard, Just keep pushing yourself into it,
And yourself, Madeline.
Yes, Maddie.
Yes, Maddie. I'm gonna force you to contribute. Do you feel you said you're a pretty secure person? Have you always kind of been like that?
Like in relationships or just in general?
Anyway, let's go both. Go in general and then go in relationships.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I've only had one boyfriend, but in the past I've been treated like shit by men.
Yeah.
Like, same thing.
Yeah.
Like with like casual dating or with friends? Or?
Like, I'm a relationship person, but other men, like, I feel like lots of younger men, like, they have commitment issues and stuff like that. And also hookup culture is just such a thing that's what most guys, like, in their teens, early 20s care about.
Yeah.
And I just feel like that's my past experiences before my current relationship. Like, that's all I knew before I met my current boyfriend.
Guys just want to hook up.
Yeah, like, when I first met my boyfriend, I was scared. I was terrified. Wow. I was like, oh, no, this is just another player, like, you know? So, yeah, I feel like in relationships, I was never, like, secure before that because I always wanted relationships, and then I never got that. But, yeah, now I would say I'm very secure with myself. So maybe in the beginning, probably not. But now, yes.
Dude, it's actually interesting you say the player thing because I think so many guys were taught that we have to become a player.
Yeah,
because it's also if you love too hard, the girl will leave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, just our generation is just cooked. Like for most of like I don't know.
But be honest with me. Is a player more attractive because they have the ability?
No, it's fucking ugly. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That was kind of
Well, you lose so much respect for someone. You see a good-looking guy who's like, you know, driven and whatever. You see a jack. Let's just say you see a jack.
Giga Chad. That's the word.
Yes.
You see a jack like driven guy at the gym. You're like, okay, but he actually talks to every girl. You're like, that just loses respect as compared to someone who has good morals, is focused on themselves. Just wants like one person that they can actually love and cherish. That is so much more attractive. It's like you're not just like putting yourself out there the whole time.
For sure. I agree. I don't know if it's just because I have a boyfriend, but also when I'm a server in a restaurant. So it's a very social job. I'm serving like guys my age. And then sometimes they kind of want to flirt and stuff. And I'm just trying to do my job. But like, even if they're like a very great looking man, even if they're like trying to hit on you, it's just instantly ugly. Like it instantly makes you so unattractive if you're just trying to like, oh, can I get your Snapchat? Like, no.
It's so cheap, you know?
It's like, it's cheap. Like, do you think I'm cheap?
Yeah, exactly. it's like you're not high value at all.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a girl too. Like, would you respect a girl who just hoes around, or would you respect someone who's like, I'm waiting for the one? Yeah. But they both have the same driven. Like,
it depends on their lifestyle and like. This is kind of off topic, kind of not. But I used to be a huge like body count was huge to me.
I was just gonna bring that up.
Oh please, yeah, we'll go into that. Huge, right? But then I kind of like everyone goes through their experience.
For sure, I was gonna say
whatever. That. But it's also like I heard this one time and I was like dope, and it was kind of like. What's more attractive? It's like the girl with like 2 bodies, but she's like maybe not have much of a chance because she's like whatever.
Yeah.
Or the girl with like I don't know 15 bodies, but she's rejected like 1,000. I don't know. So that's kind of the same.
That's a good way to look at it.
But I don't know. Everyone's past is whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a huge one. Before we get into the body count, like, do you guys have like yeah, it's like a red flag when you hear like a huge. A whole phase or a past, right?
100%, 100%.
Scary.
So
how are you selling yourself short to everyone?
Cool.
Also, like, in my opinion, I don't want a partner who's been around and anybody can get him.
But how do you know that they've like gotten out of that, or would you be okay with that? with your
I
boundaries?
feel like there'd be a fear with that.
Yeah.
Like if I was dating a guy and he had like 50 bodies, but he said that he was gonna change for me, it's like,
Ooh.
like I don't know. 'Cause,
I
like,
know
how do you
some
know
guys
that
who
enough-
have changed actually.
Yeah, I know. Like you can
It's tough.
change. You can. Like I understand that. Like lots of people do go through like a bit of a phase when they're in their teens, like starting to go to parties and just like, oh, like you just want to hook up with people to like experience, you know, to experiment around.
But I would say like, sorry to interrupt you.
No,
But,
it's
like
okay.
I would be like, I'm not gonna be there while you're changing. Change first, prove it to me, and then we can talk. We can
Yeah.
date, whatever.
Well,
Yeah,
do you
you
have
need
like
proof.
do you have hard caps on numbers for a body count for a dude?
At my age, maybe like
Sure.
2, 3,
Okay.
maybe.
It's whatever's.
Mine is 0, so like as close to like
Yeah.
that, I would be like, yeah, like okay, great, you you fucked off once, but like it's rather unattractive to go like 5, 6, 7, you know, and like
Okay.
sell yourself.
So, is there a number that's like, nope, I'm done? 10, gone.
Honestly, like 4
Okay.
and up is like
4 up, done.
ugh,
That's fair.
it's a bit.
It's also hard because I feel like the older that you date, the more bodies you're gonna have because
Yeah.
they have
Just
more
naturally, right?
experience.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
so I feel like it also plays a factor in age.
Dude,
That
here's something
makes sense.
fucking funny. Think about this. So you know, like the red pill community.
Yeah.
Not so much.
Okay, well I'll explain. Red pill is like this. So it's like, you know, the Matrix. There's blue pill,
Yeah.
red pill. So the typical thing goes like this. Like this is the typical life cycle of a man. So he starts very blue pill. Blue pill means fantasy, right? And it's like, you know, this is my life. He grows up extremely like in fantasy. Like he watches all these. Like he believes love and attraction is this certain way. It's just like the movies.
Yeah.
Yay! Then he gets shafted by life and he realizes it's not. He has to do those man things that we were thinking about in the beginning. He can't just be a lazy bitch on the couch
Yeah.
eating potato chips and expect super hot girls to come up to him.
Yeah.
Or maybe he gets like shafted by a chick, he gets cooked and it hurts and it sucks. And then the red pill community is the good that comes out of it. I think it's one of the only places on the internet that like validates male experience rather than like typical like guys, like you get shafted by a girl, they're like, oh, stop being a pussy, just go back out there.
Yeah.
The red pill community will say to you, oh brother, it's because you were living in a fantasy. Reality is this: women want hypergamy, or like women want this. They want you to make 6 figures or whatever, have an 8-inch dick. Like this is what they want, but then here's how to get there. And that's where the problem lies. Is the red pill community is like the Andrew Tates, you know, stuff like that. There's lots of good that comes from everything, right?
Yeah.
Because you do learn a lot of truths. If I never went down that I call it the red pill retard rabbit hole.
Yeah.
If I never went down the RRR,
Yeah.
I would have never learned about provision. I would have never learned about like drive. Would have never learned about. I mean, I had those things before, but I never have learned how important it is in a relationship. I would have never learned. I would have never learned how important it was to like make them feel safe, stuff like that. Like, I mean, like half the reason I learned how to fight or then I train harder is for that stuff.
Yeah.
To be honest. But then I think where it gets a little too far, like anything, things go too far, is where the guys who are kind of like the leaders of these things, like the Dan Bilzerians or the Andrew Tates, trying to sell this dream to men, saying like, if you join me, you pay me money and buy my course, I will teach you how to I will get you to this level. Could be good, could be bad, but I think where the issue is lots of guys lose who they truly are. And I always say that if you follow another man's like map in life to a T, you'll never become number 1. You just become number 2 of him. That's the best you can get.
True.
I think that's where the lameness comes from.
Yeah.
And there's so much more we can go into. I don't fucking remember where we started this
Me
topic
neither.
off, guys. Maddie, do you remember?
That's okay.
Me neither. Do you remember?
We're talking about body count. We're talking about
Yeah, we were.
hoeing out. Oh, okay, one thing I'll say that's like kind of negative about the red pill is they will. Oh, I remember where I was going with this. They'll be like, they'll kind of preach like this is the extreme stuff, but they'll preach like, oh, you should go sleep with a ton of women.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, they teach game, right?
Yeah.
They teach game, and this was my problem. Game is so programmed in my head from because I had this experience where I was so myself.
Yeah.
And then at the time it was a very immature look, but and then I got cooked. And I was like, oh, it's because I was myself I got cooked. I gotta learn this game. Probably not. I think I got cooked because there was parts of myself that weren't very good. Like there were some parts where I pedestalized that one chick so much, and then like I would like negate my purpose for her, right?
Yeah.
That's the stuff you got to change.
Yeah.
Not the other. But then I went down that rabbit hole. I was like, oh, I gotta go do this and this, and then it becomes very insecure. Okay, where was I going with this? There's this funny thing. There's this image, guys. So this is the body count thing, where it's this like kind of like poor fat lazy slob man jerking off to all these fucking red pill videos, and then he's the one like that's like hating on these chicks.
Yeah, on these chicks.
Yeah, he's the one hating on all the girls.
The ones that are hoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm saying I don't know where I was going with this, except for like most of the haters are just behind the fucking computer. Fucking, you know,
100%. Yeah, but I also feel like sorry, what you were saying about people's lifestyle, where it's like people are so driven and therefore they hoe off. It's like much less respectable, right? So it's like I know that that's the thing. Like these red pill teaching game, like game is in this society is being like, what is it called? Trophy. Like it's like, oh my god, having game. Like a girl's gonna want to chase you. Oh my god, like I want. It leads to lack of like genuine connections though.
Yeah.
Like being like real connection, that's like so rare now.
And also like soul ties. Like when you have sex with someone, it's supposed to like create a soul tie. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but like if you're having sex with like 30 people, like you're gonna lose that connection. And when you actually find the person that you want to settle with, it's like, do you even have a soul tie? Like, do you even have that connection, or is it like spoiled from like your past self?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
okay.
I feel like I would be scared to be intimate with someone who I'm not like so tied with. Like I'd be scared. So like I would love to ask someone like, how do you not get so like
attached?
Yeah.
How do you not get so attached?
How do you not get attached?
Ooh.
You know, because like
I get attached.
it's a sensitive. You're so vulnerable. Like how are you? You have to be really comfortable with that person.
Oh, how do you not get attached during sex?
Yeah,
is what you're saying.
You do. Like you will.
Yeah?
Especially for your first time.
Yeah.
For your first time? Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
I'm not gonna lie, I have 4 bodies. One of them was probably the most meaningless thing I've done in my entire existence.
Yeah?
Yeah, like literally, no offense, 0 attached, like literally 0. So I do think it's possible, so I do kind of get it.
But is it maybe because you're a guy?
No, but every other one I got super attached.
Okay.
Super. My first ever person I slept with, oh my god, super attached. Second person, at first not really, but then just but that one experience, I was like, oh, I get it now. but then I also realized I can never do this again because I didn't
get that post-nut clarity.
No, I didn't. That's the thing. I didn't feel bad. I don't regret it. If I went back, I wouldn't tell myself to not. It didn't really come out of some crazy sadness or anything.
Okay.
It was... After, I was just like, yo, I don't... Whoever's the future wife, like, I'd feel bad, like, having this as a part of me.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure, like, they can get over it or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, if I keep going down this rabbit hole, I was like, that's why I was like, yo, I can't do this again. If I keep going down this rabbit hole, it's so unfair to the future person. Yeah. Especially if I want someone like that isn't like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Especially, because you attract what you put out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's also why I now, and I used to not at all, have more liberty and understanding with people that have slept around a little bit.
Okay.
So I get it.
Yeah. So it like kind of opened your mind a little bit.
It did open my mind. Totally. Because exact same thought. If you slept with somebody before, like, you're just that person. You're just that person.
Yeah.
But yeah. Do you guys think every time you sleep with someone for a girl, is typically you tie a lot more?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can speak on this. I have nothing to say.
Fair.
I don't. I feel like also women are more like emotional.
Fair.
So like the ties are there.
Yo, I used to be the emotional one in my relationship. I used to be, man. I was like, it was actually interesting. I used to, it probably was where the stage of life I was at, I would attract women that were more emotionally closed off, and I was the emotional one.
Oh, really?
Totally, yeah.
Like you analyzed their behavior.
I would say they had more of the stoic masculine trait than I did. for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Yeah. Because you were lacking that, so it kind of like you attracted
Oh,
that.
yeah. Totally. And that's what I found attractive in them, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And like these were like women that wanted to go make their own, a lot of money, and wanted, you know, a lot of independence.
Kind of wanted to be the man. They wanted to be the man.
Or at least they wanted like a very 50-50 type of relationship.
I see.
And that was just one thing that was a tough value. That's why things didn't work out. I was like, yo, it's like, but that just doesn't feel right for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know. So sorry, you said do you want to elaborate on that? You said you've been with 4 people.
Yeah.
And you've tied.
Yeah, like basically that's how I feel every time. That's why I don't believe in sleeping around.
Okay.
That's also why, like, I don't know. For me, it's like I don't want to sleep with someone unless I want a relationship. And soul ties, and then they play you. It's like,
fuck. So you wanted relationships with those people?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, is there something in the water in Whistler? Just like there's something in the water in Whistler? It just like breeds douchebags or something?
No, yes. Also,
potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that an insecurity for? Well, maybe it is for most girls. Like if you've slept with some other people that now you got into this recent relationship. 3 years, goddamn.
Yeah.
Was that an insecurity in the beginning of the relationship?
What do you mean insecurity for what? Sorry.
Well, for him.
That you slept with people.
Slept with some other people.
No, we had the same body count actually, so it was like.
Oh, okay.
So then it's like, oh, we can't like.
Yeah, you can't really hit on each other.
Yeah. Exactly. So when we found, it's like it's a scary question to ask. I have to say, like when you first start talking to someone, and then. Like, we didn't ask each other that until we slept with each other, and then we were like, oh, like, what's your body count? And it was like, what's yours? Like, what's yours? And then we both, the same number. It's like, oh, like, it was almost like a big weight on, like, our backs, because it's like, oh, it's not super high or something, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't want to be judged for it.
Yeah.
For sure. I understand.
That's a thing.
Interesting. So you do have the fear that, you still have the fear that this guy's just here, possibly...
Yeah, well, I'm also like, I have a fitness page where I post, you know, my posing and things. I do think I look good in them, so it's like, it could just be, it's just for her body, like, she just looks good. So I'm like, oof, because it's not like he's an unattractive guy. You can easily get girls. Like.
Okay, but then why would he put in so much effort, man?
I don't know.
I'm gonna be on this guy's side. I don't know who this guy is, but I'm gonna be on his side.
Well, yeah, I don't know. But then it's also like, is it just love bombing at the beginning and then later you might just dip? Because every day it's like, let's hang out today. I'll maneuver my schedule for you. And I'm like, I really appreciate that. I really do. But like, why am I firstly altering your life? Like, why is it like you're booking?
Okay, that's an important one.
Mm-hmm. Like, why am I changing your life and not enhancing it? And secondly, if you just met me and now you're like, I'm going to put in so much time. Like, is that going to change later?
Well, I do think it's a little...
Is it like a butterfly honeymoon stage right now, or is it...
Well, I think when the biggest lesson I had to learn was, like, I will not move my important time for a girl, especially in the beginning stage. Like, there's some things, like, some meetings and stuff that I just... Because I used to. My first relationship... No, my second relationship, the one that I really... Like, I was just, like, head over the heels fucking shit. I'd move everything. And that is awesome. That's the biggest mistake. Yeah. So don't you find that a little unattractive though?
Yeah, quite a bit. Because I'm like, well, like...
It's like, well, how important is your purpose?
Exactly. It's like you have this established, like booking off work or something. It's like, why am I affecting your drive? Like, you know, like I said, relationships should only enhance to it.
I agree.
So, like, you changing a little bit if your life for me is like, I just met you. Like, you don't know for sure.
Yeah, I have this fear that, like, because I don't want to say I have a lot of free time, but I work for myself, so I don't work a 9 to 5, so I don't have to, it doesn't have to be like that.
Yeah.
I have a fear that, like, because I like spending time with my person, especially, like, even if, like, we can work half the day or something like that, I have a fear that they want me to not be myself and go do more excessive work and, like, keep them at an arm's distance. I don't know, it's weird.
Like, you think they want distance?
Yeah. I think I have a fear that they're gonna be like, this guy should be working more hours, spending less time with me.
I don't think
I don't know.
so. I feel like I don't think you should discredit yourself because look how far you've come. Like that, if that makes sense. Like you have
Yeah.
drive. You are a hard worker. So
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
just
think
go
you should
somewhere.
have to worry about that. Honestly, in my opinion.
Because it's just different from what other, I guess. Yeah, it's just I don't have like a set schedule, so I can move things around. and-
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely think that like you moving things around when you were head over heels in your first.
Yeah, because I was canceling things. That wasn't
Yeah.
moving. That was like canceling.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's
But
like
it
altering
yes.
your dreams.
But I went so extreme on the other side because I learned I can't do that. I learned from that red pill stuff. I
Yeah.
can't do this. That my next relationship after that, I was like, we need to be at the gym at this time. We need everything has to be perfect.
Oh
Lead
shit,
it
so
to
too
my
rigid. Yeah.
way too rigid.
Yeah.
But now I'm trying to find like
The balance.
the balance
Happy
of that,
middle.
that I can still get my stuff done.
Yeah.
The really important shit I will not move
Yeah,
unless it's
good.
some life altering
Uh-huh.
stuff. Like yo, they're like yo, I'm in the hospital. I'm like yo,
Yeah.
okay.
All right, maybe.
But yeah, I don't know. But I think that took a lot of security building to be like, oh, if they don't understand that I can just move stuff and like then it's a game, then I don't want it. That's
Well, it's
fine.
like you have to have your priorities straight, right?
Mhm.
So it's like if I can already tell in the beginning that you're like gonna move things around and you're not like, no, this is 100% my purpose. I have to follow this, but I'll make time for you on this day. It's like, oh, it's also like, you don't know me enough to say you're worth it to move this thing. It's like, oh, would you just, again, in my head, would you have moved it for another girl? Like, you know, is it just because you don't know me enough? Like, I want you to be like, oh, maybe it's been 3 months. I love spending time with you. I know you. You're worth it. I will move this meeting this time. Whereas, like, the first month, it's like, why are you moving it?
What an interesting dance. These relationship things are
Right.
such an interesting dance.
It's like,
Has to be a
am
nice
I really
balance.
worth it, or has it just been done with other girls? Like, that's just in my head.
Have you ever, in the beginning stages or anywhere, like, what were some big pain points in your relationship and how do you work through them?
Ooh, trust. Definitely
Yeah.
at
Okay.
first. Yeah.
3 years is a long fucking time.
Yeah,
dude.
now it's like we trust each other. It's
That's
like,
awesome.
oh, he's like, I don't know, we don't really go out. Like, we don't really go to the clubs, but like, if I were to go without, like, go to the girls, like, we're going up to Whistler.
Yeah.
That's my place, all the girls.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't think twice about it. He's like, okay, have
Awesome.
fun. Like, just be safe. Like,
Yeah.
same with him. Like, he was just at, like, this penthouse party. I don't even know where it was with a bunch of people, and I was like, okay, like, have fun.
Yeah.
But the beginning of a relationship was not like that.
From
Like,
both sides?
100%.
Or? Well, I guess you both got a little
Mostly
scarred, eh?
him, honestly.
Fair.
But it's just because he's been treated like shit in the past.
Mm.
Like his exes cheated on him, so I understood why he was like that. But like, yeah, he probably feared for his life every time I would go out and party and stuff. And he was
I
like,
relate.
"Oh, no," like,
Mark, I relate, bro. I've been there. It takes a lot to get over,
Yeah.
but I've been there, brother.
But then I proved it to him that I'm not an asshole that's gonna cheat on him or do some stupid shit. But it took time. It took a lot of time. And trust and patience, but yeah, like that was definitely
And patience on your side.
Yeah.
To be like, hey, like, I'll deal with you being overly cautious and overly protective.
yeah.
Some
for sure.
people might be like, why the fuck are you like this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
So those were like that was like some of the hardest struggles that you had to get over.
Yeah, I would definitely say that as like pretty much the only struggle. But
Yeah.
like I don't know, I would like go out to a party and then there would just be like paragraphs texting back and back.
Oh, wow.
shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what made you want to keep making it work? Because I think for a lot of
Yeah.
other girls, they'd be like, "Oh, fuck this."
Yeah.
I feel like I just had to prove it to him. I was like, well, I'm not that type of person.
Yeah.
And I also just I loved him. I
You liked him for him.
Yeah, I liked
Yeah.
it for him, and I was like, well, like what? I don't know. I just
Yeah. You
didn't
don't
feel
lose
right
that.
to just dump someone for their like they can't help their problems that they have experienced in the past. You know, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Very nice of y'all. But I don't also understand if you didn't, because that's a lot to.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Like, I'm surprised you thugged it out.
Thugged it
I
out.
did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I will say.
Was there anything that Mark had to thug out for you? Manny's like, no, I'm perfect.
well, I don't know. Maybe the fact that like when I was like he started dating me when I was in grade 12, so
Yeah.
like I was applying to like all these schools like out east and stuff like away, and then he was definitely like, oh, if you're doing that, like we're not gonna work out.
Yeah.
Long distance,
Yeah.
and also like first like freshman girl going to a college,
Yeah.
like somewhere like I don't know, like.
Yeah.
But I ended up staying here anyways because fuck school. I mean, I'm in school. so I can't really say that. But, you know,
Yeah.
it's not like my main focus.
Mm.
So it worked out.
Yeah. Yes, I understand.
Sweet.
Did you ever feel like me asking you, like him sending you paragraphs back and forth, like having your location on was like a burden?
Like, kind of at first. I was
Yeah.
like, what am I doing? But
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I
having
do
to
that.
share your life with everyone or
yeah.
with this person. I mean,
Well, it was new for me because it was the first relationship, and I
Mhm.
didn't want to, like, feel like I was getting taken control of.
No, of course.
That's
Nobody
another
wants to
thing.
feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's not like that. It's like, we just besties for real.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
so
glad.
is that an important thing? I mean, I already know the answer's gonna be yes.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
You gotta be homies with the.
You gotta be besties with your person. That's your person.
Okay, Daniel's gonna hate this topic. Men and women,
Daniel.
can they be friends?
Yes.
Yes.
Platonic relationships are a thing.
100%.
I mean, like, some guys' intentions are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
okay.
you gotta, like,
So-
you can tell.
sorry.
You can tell when a guy wants to be your friend because he wants to fuck you, or when a guy wants to be your friend because you have the same interests, or you just grew up in the same, like, with the same interests or something, you
So
know?
unfortunately, I do not have that radar, but like I'm glad you do.
Why?
I can never tell. I literally said in your video, like I'm oblivious. I'm like, okay, cool, sick, we're homies. No,
No, he
No,
wants it.
yeah, he
So-
wants it. He wants it. Yeah. But
Okay.
my thing is, what are your thoughts on guy friends when you have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Used to not be.
Yeah.
Used to not be. But I think it, like, no, seriously, it took a lot of, like, being alone and self whatever.
Yeah.
And in my past relationship, my ex said something to me that was like, oh, shit. She was like, yo, I have all these guy friends, but I still choose to be with you. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, damn, that's so true.
Yeah.
I used to know. No, it used to scare me. Okay, the first like relationship I cared about that I entered, dude, I was like in the mindset that if this girl had an OnlyFans, I wouldn't even care. If she did porn, I wouldn't even care. Like I was so
Shit.
I don't want to say open minded, but even to the point where it was like I had no boundaries.
Detached? Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because that's how I grew up.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of porn, brother.
Yeah.
Like one girl, she went to the club every single week, sometimes twice a week. I did not care at all until I felt my first taste of anxiety when she like pulled away, and that was my fault. A lot of things of, putting her over my purpose. She pulled away, and I just got the gut punch. And the next time she went to the club, I couldn't sleep the whole night. It was like five days. First night I didn't sleep at all, and the rest of the days I slept like 1 hour.
Oh shit.
Brutal. Like it was devastating. So I understand what maybe Mark felt. I never. But the thing is, I
Sorry.
didn't. It's not that I had a. It was even too scared to text her. Like I didn't want to be that clingy guy.
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
never
yeah.
let her know, and I was just sitting there.
No,
Isn't
no.
that the worst? Like the
Have you
worst
been there a
feeling?
little
No.
for something? Fuck you then. Fuck you. No. Isn't that the worst? Oh, you've been there? No. Fuck you.
I mean, with friends. Go on, like with me, it's just with friends. But I mean, like, isn't it the worst when you want to communicate that so bad, and you have to like hold it in, instead of
Yeah.
being genuinely like yourself?
Well,
I feel like maybe the reason like you're now or you were scared to be yourself is because you were so yourself, and then people were like shitting on it because they weren't your.
but that's how
people.
everyone is.
Yeah.
But then I think that's what really builds yourself. That's what makes or breaks you. You
Yeah.
either get beat the fuck down by people who don't like you for you,
Yeah.
and then you either go, oh man,
Yeah.
well, gotta be someone else, or you go, maybe there are some parts about me that I do need to kind of change up, need to get better, need to evolve like a Pokemon, and then one of the two,
Yeah.
one or the two,
Yeah. And then you end up appreciating the real ones.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Where were we talking about before?
I don't know.
We're just like going.
We're
just
yapping.
going down a rabbit hole.
Do you guys think you guys also have autism? I think I got a bit.
100%.
Cool.
I was
100%.
thinking that
I'm
on
up
the
there.
way here.
Yeah.
I got a bit of the tizzy, man. It's not a bad thing to say. Who cares?
Yeah,
Keep
Who
you know,
cares?
the thing is, yeah.
We're progressive.
We are. I definitely. I
it
don't
in.
know.
So not progressive, I think.
Being autistic?
Saying I have autism is definitely not fucking progressive.
No, we're accepting it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, men, women, friends. Yes,
Oh, yes.
no.
100%.
We
Okay.
have platonic friendships, do we not?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
No, we're acquaintances.
Oh.
Okay.
we're just business related.
Business relations. Nah, y'all the homies, bro. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, never mind.
Okay.
What if you find them attractive? Or that's the thing. So a lot of guys will say like, okay, you can be friends with someone, but only if you find them like butt ass ugly. I don't know about that.
Ooh, no.
I don't think I have any friend, guy or girl, who I find butt ass ugly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Same here. I would say that too. But like,
Can you be friends with a guy that you find attractive, but you still would just be friends with
yeah.
him?
Yeah. Well, it's like, there's so many factors. Like, you can like someone and or you can think someone's attractive in their personality, but like in a relationship,
It wouldn't work.
No,
Yeah.
it wouldn't work.
Mm.
And like, you like their energy, but like again, you wouldn't want that in a relationship. It's like solely friendship.
Yeah, it's like I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like you see them, like your brain just sees them and knows them as like a homie. Like that is my homie.
Yeah,
I
that wouldn't
cannot be
fit.
kissing
Yeah,
my
yeah.
homies. Like,
It also
you know?
just wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like you feel like that. No, I wouldn't work with that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I remember. Yeah, because I was saying I used to wholeheartedly believe that until I cooked myself a little in one situation, and then I believe the complete opposite. Men and women cannot be friends. Impossible. Impossible.
Yeah.
So actually, one, I'll say thank you to you guys for showing me. I mean, like that we can just be homies, man. I actually appreciate that a lot. And it's
Yeah.
helped me. I mean, I hope it'll help some people.
Mm.
But also, where was I going with this? I definitely have the tizzy. The concussion's gonna start catching up, man.
Fuck.
Oh, I think people who rigidly believe in things, anything, especially stuff like that, they don't have a nuanced mindset and don't think like it's case to case. I think those are the people who got hurt by those situations.
Yes. Also add that like I think the hookup culture is why people think that. They think that men and women cannot just be friends because of hookup culture in our generation and stuff. Because like if you looked at our parents when they were our age, they'd be like riding bikes and shit with friends of the opposite sex, like doing whatever, like going to like a milkshake bar or some shit with friends, and it just being solely for friendship, like not for anything else, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like our generation is just a bit different
Yeah.
because of the whole incel shit, red pill.
Where's that
stuff.
coming from, though? It didn't just appear. What's like the catalyst for having all these, like the gender division and hating each other? And...
I think social media brain rotting us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that probably plays a factor in it.
Yeah.
Has to come from somewhere. Where do you think it comes from?
Good question.
Do you guys believe in like the weak men create the weak times, or like all that stuff? Have you heard of that quote?
Oh, is it like
The cyclical.
like yes, like the strong men
yeah.
create weak
Good
men.
Good times create weak men.
Yes, and then weak
Yeah.
men create strong men.
Or weak men
Wait,
create
wait.
bad times.
Yes,
Bad times create strong.
tough men because
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I live by that.
No.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So it's okay. The example's like, we are so comfortable here in the Western world. There's no wars going on right now.
Yeah.
We are so privileged.
Yeah.
That comfort creates no desire for
To do better.
people to do better. It creates a lack of drive. It creates a lack of this. And then because that comfort, what does that create? It creates people becoming lazy, becoming whatever. And then that laziness, you know, basically, what is an incel? Somebody who's scared and like he doesn't know how to defend himself or be strong.
Yeah.
Creates a ton of those people. And then all those people, they create, fucked up times, because maybe the country goes to war. I don't know, this is a bad example.
Yeah.
They create fucked up times, and those fucked up times go like, oh shit, and then people now have to step up.
Yeah.
So it's like a cyclical thing.
I
It's
see.
kind of what it is.
Yeah.
And the only way to combat against that is like you just have to be grateful for the good times, but also be prepared, I guess.
Yeah.
100%.
You just have to keep training.
Keep trying.
Get jacked. Oh, yo! Speaking about getting jacked, I know Maddie posted
Yes,
something.
muscles
about
are attractive.
this. Cool. No, for girls.
Okay.
I find
Like-
muscles. Is that like this is so narcissistic to say?
What?
Like, do you look at the muscles on yourself and go like, "Damn, I
All
love
the
that
time.
shit."
No,
Yeah.
all the time. Why would
Yeah.
you not?
Yeah. Because you worked for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. It's like you've looked at someone you want to be like that, and now like you're kind of growing into that.
Yeah.
100%. It's not narcissistic.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? Okay, for a guy,
Just
obviously,
see a
well,
girl
it might
muscle.
be yes.
Yeah, that's what I was getting into.
Like a jacked girl, would it be a little bit less
Depends
attractive
on the
for
guy.
you?
Yeah, I think it depends on the guy.
Like my bodybuilding friends probably all love it. But I think a guy who doesn't work out,
Yeah.
unless he has like a weird kink toward it, I think it's extremely scary for him.
Yeah.
Because I think it not only is the size thing and maybe it's the social perception, but I think it also it will test the guy's security. It's like a rich woman will test the guy's security. You know what
I
I mean?
have some guys saying, ew, too much muscle. Like, that's just how guys feel about some girls with muscle.
Yeah.
Because it's just not, like, some guys like small,
preference.
petite, soft, feminine women.
Yeah.
Maybe we're not seen as,
Muscle's
like,
hot.
soft and feminine,
Fuck.
but I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't want to be soft.
No, I want to be tough.
And
Yeah.
we like men that are tough.
Yeah.
So do you think that makes your standard now you have to find a guy even more
Even
jacked?
more jacked. Yeah.
Oh my god, even more jacked, even more money, even bigger dick! All this shit! Fuck! What's up?
Fuck women.
Jesus Christ!
And that's
No.
Appealing to the incels out there. Cool. Okay, so, but I remember you posted something saying, like, muscles are very feminine. Like, can you define that for me? Like, why do you feel that?
I say that muscles, like, do not make you less feminine. Like, I don't think that should, like, why would that make you less feminine?
Yeah.
If that makes, because this is the debate. It's like, oh, if muscles make a girl less feminine, then a guy with no muscles makes him more feminine.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, you know what
I believe in the last part of that statement. Sorry, that's fucked.
I do feel like a guy with like lack of muscles is not as
It's not as masculine.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Well, it
the
also
word.
depends
Not
on his
as masculine.
occupation. Like, if he's a rock climber, he's not allowed to put on, but like he's climbing, scaling fucking Everest and shit. That guy can take me on a date. I'll be his bitch, man. God damn, that's a real man right there. Shit.
Emo is secretly coming out right now.
Yeah, I told you in that video. I might be gay because I like the chicks. Okay, let's just move on.
Yeah, I feel like, why do I feel like we're all like a little gay?
A little bit.
All of us bodybuilders are like, damn, I'm a little gay when I see other women in the gym.
Yeah. That's the thing. But quickly going back to guy friends, sorry to skip like this.
No problem.
But I think also like I limit how many guy friends I have and who they are. Because like you don't, not how many, but which ones, because you really don't know intentions.
Yeah.
Like you really have to sense it out. Because like a lot of guys.
But when you do that with girls too, when
Yeah.
you limit how many I'd limit how many fucking guy friends I have.
Oh, you do.
Well, I just limit how many friends. It's not a limit, but I just wouldn't. I don't know. I have high standards for who I want to be friends with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is true. But I mean, with guys, it's like
Is there a number? 3
No,
for
yeah.
the month. The month of May will only have 3.
I've reached my goal. Yeah, no, but because guys, a lot of guys have made it like, oh, actually, like I just when we're bored, I just cuddle my girlfriend. It's like no, it's a little bit weird. They think they have access to, they can just make a move. So it's like you gotta be careful with who you're friends with, also as a girl.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
You think it's easier for girls to be friends with guys?
Then
or
for
guys to be friends with girls?
Yeah,
or
I
not?
think
It's
so.
around the same.
Well, because like if a girl approached you, you wouldn't think it's in a friendly manner. You wouldn't think, oh, she's hitting on me, would you?
Well, it depends on how. Probably not. I don't know. Depends on the situation.
Yeah. Whereas if a guy comes up, it's usually like, I know it's stereotypical, but it's usually like, what is their intent? What are his intentions?
I do question it when it happens at first. Like, it also depends like when and where and like what they say. But,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying that because I think of, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, Maddie.
No, sorry.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say I definitely am like analyzing it. Like when they're talking to me, I'm like thinking in this moment. I'm like, why are you here?
Yeah.
Who sent you?
Yeah.
Who sent you? What was I gonna say?
David.
Well, I think like like epidemic of lonely men nowadays. You heard about that? You
Little
feel
bit.
it? You feel it? Do you feel it at all? That like the
Little?
majority of dudes, I think it's like, yeah, I think I pretty wholeheartedly believe in this, or maybe I don't look around much, but I think it's like nowadays it's like 20% of guys are talking to like 80% of girls.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not only just talking in a sexual way, but like just to be friends too.
Yeah.
I think there's so many guys that maybe you don't even notice, like either at the gym or in your school, that like would never even have the courage to even talk to a girl as a friend.
Yeah.
Because back to the social media, it's so fucking cooked. It makes you feel like I can't go up to a girl and like just talk to her as a human being.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I actually hate about our generation.
I do. I hate
There's
that.
too much phones. Like I'm
100%.
trying. Like I like making content and is all online.
Yeah.
I feel like if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have social media.
Yeah.
Because I just wouldn't, like, I don't know, go outside. Like,
Yeah.
look how nice it is outside.
Look how nice it is.
Look how nice. But I understand your point because actually, like, being a first year, it was so hard for me to make friends because no one, girls, yes, but like guy friends, they don't approach you. No guys don't approach you.
Yeah,
It's
so
always
they're, like,
me being like,
scared
hey,
of
what's
us.
up? Hey, what's, yeah.
I mean, maybe they're scared of us because we're Muslim moms walking around.
Always. But like, no, but seriously, I'm always...
Sorry, that was. Can you cut that out?
That's gonna become a GIF, bro. That's gonna be a GIF. I'm gonna use that on your own Instagram.
Yeah, deadass. Yeah, but like that's why I felt like I was always the one putting myself out there instead of others, and I was like, why is nobody else making the first move, but not in that type of way?
A lot of guys say that they're like, and I used to feel this. You're scared for the girl to either think you're a creep or to think you're hitting on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that comes from like porn too, and social media.
I would say.
Because I think it, like, as much as you can say it doesn't make you do this, I think it totally makes you objectify women.
Yeah.
Totally made me
Isn't
objectify
that the whole
women.
idea of porn is to objectify women?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. I would like subconsciously objectify the fuck out of women when I was walking down the street when I was porn infected mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Porn infected mind.
Totally,
That's a good
man.
word.
Like
That's
it was really like that. I don't know.
So how did you get over that then? Other than stop watching porn.
Dude, it's like how I started the gym. I did it because I wanted. There was this one hot chick when I was in grade 6. She was in grade 7, and I was like so fat. I was like, fuck. If I don't do something about this, I can never get a girl like that. I'm gonna do it. But then it becomes for yourself.
Yeah.
So it's the same with porn. I was with this girl and I was like, fuck. I was like, I can't come.
No.
Have you heard of death grip?
Holy shit.
No.
Nope.
Bro, death grip
Like
is
in the gym?
no. Death grip
No.
is when you're so used to jerking off that like it's like too much dopamine, so you have to go harder and harder, like with your grip, to a point where like you're gripping that shit like fucking whatever, right?
Yeah.
So when you're finally with somebody, like there's no vagina in the world that will be as powerful as your 650-pound deadlift hands.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
Oh shit.
No, I'm not
That's
joking.
Tough. No,
Like-
that's
Like first like 50
That
to
is
100
insane.
times, bro, could not bust. And they would feel insecure. I'd feel insecure.
Yeah, that's hard for the woman, I would say. Like, I would probably
Yeah.
want to die after
They're like,
that.
am I ugly?
Am I ugly? That's what I think. Am I ugly? I would just
Yeah,
kill
man.
myself now and never show my face ever again.
Literally, that's to this day it's still kind of a problem. And I've quit for a while, like over a year.
yeah.
And it's still like just the body needs time to get away from the fucking 600 pounds.
That's crime.
Guys, like, come on, boys. Imagine this. Gripping on your... Come on, man. Hook grip sometimes, guys. Hook grip. Reverse grip. Chalk. Straps. Anyways. Yeah, that's a huge one. But also, porn makes you objectify so much. Is this too uncomfortable for you? Well, too bad if it
No,
is.
I was just caught off guard. It's okay.
You're welcome.
There's no boundaries.
But also, porn makes you objectify so much that, like, I think my first time doing it, I was like, yo, I was like, I'm in a porno. I need to perform. It needs to be like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
I
don't
feel like
actually-
sex.
It's not
Sorry,
as enjoyable.
porn definitely gives you such an unrealistic standard on what
So
sex
much.
really is. I think that's why it's so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It sucks.
It's
Like, the first times, bro, it was just like, it has to be like this. It has to be like this.
and then you were disappointed in yourself.
It has to be like, oh, she has to be stuck in a dryer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stuck in a dryer. Oh,
No,
buddy.
because in the inside I'm a softie. I just want the connection.
But stuck inside a dryer.
Yeah. It's actually fucked, man.
Yeah, no, I can imagine, and just not as meaningful either.
No, I don't
Not
like.
as pleasurable.
You know,
whatever.
I don't like the rabid shit, man.
Yeah.
Not really. I'm not really into that.
Yeah.
And porn makes you think it has to be like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And then you find partners that like it like that. And you're like, dang.
It's
It's tiring.
Just
So
stuck
much
to it.
work.
Yeah.
But I think it's really respectful that you have that mindset on that close intimacy,
To
I think
be
it's
close
really-
to someone first.
or that you treat it with such a high value that you want it to be more than just a physical thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I respect you a lot for that, bro. Like, you know, you have self-worth. Like,
You have self-worth.
Self-respect.
I just don't want to sell myself to, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I want to keep exactly what you said, I want to keep my worth. Like, I understand it, and it makes me more respectable. Also, in fact, that is what this person said. Was that, I appreciate that you don't go out and, like, ask for attention from others. And I was like, yeah, it comes from self-respect.
Okay. Sure, time?
Time.
3. Okay, we'll wrap it up right now, guys. Real quick. Well, I'll ask a final question. Let me think of a final question. Maybe I'll ask 2. I'll see how I feel. I'm a big rambler. Whoa, Maddie's just piercing my fucking soul right now.
Sorry.
What is like the biggest thing you guys are right now? Because this is illegal therapy, and in therapy we try to work on ourselves. What is something huge that you're trying to work on yourself internally right now? Like your biggest thing yourself. And maybe while you're talking, I might think of an even more fucked up question to answer, but that's funnier.
You have something?
I say staying true to myself and what I want to do. Like, I want to follow my dreams and make sure I'm keeping myself in check with things like dieting and fitness and all those things. Does that make sense? And like building a career out of it, holding myself accountable. I'd say that.
I would say stop being so insecure in myself that I'm like scared to put myself out there. Because
that's a good one.
Because I keep like portraying like, I'm so confident, whatever. I'm gonna keep a resting bitch face, whatever. But it's just because like even smallest thing is like keeping a resting bitch face in the gym. It's because I'm scared to be too nice to someone and they're like a bitch back.
Okay.
Like the smallest thing like that. And it's like, okay, but just be yourself, you know? So even with this thing like that I'm talking about, like I just want to be fully myself and like open to it. And hey, if I get heartbroken, like fuck it, we'll ball. Like
you will get so many games in the fucking gym.
Fuck it, we'll ball.
Like 405 bench.
405 bench. So fucking
yo.
I win either way. Yeah.
You do win either way, and you'll just learn what is better for you or not as good. Or if you make mistakes or whatever,
exactly, it's an experience.
Regardless, it'll be good. And I think you gotta, you know how you say like you want a dude to accept you when you're down too or something. That's like a fear. It's like maybe he just likes you for the drive. Tough pill to swallow. But for myself too, I think it's like we gotta accept ourselves when we feel down. Yeah. You know, we gotta be okay with it. Like if you're going to the gym, you're having a bad morning. Because seriously, I think when I was able to be like, I don't feel very perfect right now. It makes you get over that sadness faster. Yeah. Rather than be like, I feel like shit. I don't want to feel like shit. No.
Yeah. Yeah, because I definitely like hate on myself, you know, if I'm like not pushing hard enough or I'm not productive enough. It's like, yeah, so I understand like being okay with yourself just being sad or being down.
Yeah. And then I think like that acceptance allows it to pass a lot faster because it's not like a harsh get away from me feeling.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Final one. That's just now. It's fun. Final question. For the gentlemen out there, for the boys out there trying to learn some things. What do you think? And I asked Maddie this last time when we did a video together. But
I was left out.
Yeah, you didn't hit the same workout. That's fucked. What do you think? Oh, not tonight though.
Tonight we're heading to workout. Okay.
Yes.
What do you think is universally for every guy like they should have? That's like that they just need if they want to attract their dream woman. You can't, and I'll make it harder. You can't use the word drive. You've already used it a billion times.
Discipline. same shit, different
just
word.
One thing for any type of guy. So even if he's like from the billionaire CEO to the guy who's just trying to make it as a musician or something, any guy, to the guy who wants to make his own anime, I don't know, to the guy who wants to be a porn star, any gentleman, what is like something that the men need to have that maybe is like more specific toward men?
Positive energy. Sorry, like positive energy, like good vibes.
Okay.
I would say self-assurance, or no, like enough self-esteem in yourself that you are fully confident going into something, and that you know, so that if it doesn't work out, you're okay. You're not affected too much, or even if you are affected, it's like you only help the other person to be more open with you. because you're so confident in yourself.
Okay.
If you're going into it weak-minded, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure. Not only will you be hurt, it probably won't work out because you're an insecure man.
Okay, now I thought of an even funnier one.
Okay.
Back to the first thing we said. Oh wait, I don't think we said it on camera, but to my Instagram poll. Can a guy cry in front of a girl? You can be 100% honest.
Yes.
Yes.
Please.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you
Cry in
sure?
front of us.
Yes.
You sure?
Okay, not all the time. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God,
Tell me about that.
Not
We're
every
finishing
day,
off with this
not every
topic.
day, like, mommy.
Yeah, please don't,
But, like,
mommy.
don't,
mommy.
But yeah, like you're allowed to have fucking feelings. You can't
Yes.
just be like, oh, I'm good, bro. Because like you're bottling up all those emotions. Like, what is gonna happen? Like, you're gonna explode at some point. But every guy has feelings.
Well,
So
not
yes.
Yeah, and I feel like it's attractive that you trust us, that you're crying in front of us. You want our opinion to help you, get over it.
Yeah.
It's like you're not just hiding it like, oh, I'm such a tough man. Yes, don't cry all the time.
Yeah, where's the line between vulnerable and mommy mode? Because we've established mommy mode is gross. Is
Mommy
that correct?
mode is more so like the smaller things that you're like, like a business, something sale didn't take off. You drop in your line of clothing didn't hit. Okay, you're upset about it. That's fine. That you're allowed to. But like something small, like in your day that happened.
Like you failed a math quiz. You're crying about it. I'm like, why are you crying? Like who? Like I don't know.
Yeah, like
something like that. But like if like your dog died, yeah, you can cry in her arms and it'll.
Wow, real specific with it. Yeah.
Real specific with that.
Yeah.
Damn, it's like you've
No,
experienced
Just
that.
like
or
show like on a scale level, but like men can be vulnerable too.
Yes.
That's a big thing, and I think that's a misconception that guys have to be tough. But like.
But also, like, I don't want to put it out there like you can't cry all the time. Like, man up and some. Share your authentic feelings, of course.
Yeah. Well, where's the difference between vulnerability and then being too, putting you too much into mommy mode, being too needy? Where's that
just
difference?
don't be overly sensitive to everything as a man. Like, not everything is that deep. But, like, of course, like, bigger things or, like, not even bigger things, just something that's truly upset you. If it's something that's truly upset you, like, might feel like your dog died, your business isn't taking off, and that's okay. Like, let us be there to reassure you in that case. It's actually more attractive than, like, nah, bro, I'm fine. Because
Interesting.
a lot of the times we can see through that.
So it's not only we're allowed to cry just tears of joy.
No. You're allowed to be vulnerable. It's actually attractive to be vulnerable.
I think so.
Yeah.
What does that vulnerability mean to you? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
That they
what is
trust you.
the difference between vulnerability and just too sensitive or too emotional. What is that?
Vulnerability.
What does that mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like that they trust you enough to tell you and to seek your opinion and your advice on it. That to them you're like, they're comfortable. They're secure in you. That like I want you to help me. I want to tell you.
And what's like too sensitive to mommy mode, and that's not vulnerability. Like where's that?
It's more like bitching about small things in your day.
Okay.
Like getting mad about stupid. Your coworker said this. Something. Like come on. Like don't bitch about it. You can get over that. Yeah.
Okay, so you want them to be open, but you also want them to.
You can say it. Oh, he said this. Like okay, but not like you get hung up on about it.
Yeah, like if you keep bitching about it and like won't get over something.
Yeah.
Won't get over something.
Yeah.
Won't take it into their hands to get over.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I also like I'm saying, I don't want to be like, oh, like if you
Go
keep
figure it
doing
out.
that, if you keep saying it and hiding it from your partner because you want them to like you more as a man, like obviously tell them, don't hide it all in. But
We're wrapped. You can come in, Sharik. Oh, are you leaving? Yeah. You're doing your motorcycle test right now? Can you stop the camera?
anyway.
We just finished. Okay, wait. Do you guys want to hit an outro?
Okay, quick outro.
I'm just kidding. I don't do an outro. Peace out, motherfuckers.
Bye.
Oh damn.
That was it?